like, but he looks quite chill in his hoodie here.
Yeah, he didn't follow his own instructions, did he? You know, I honestly thought he would be has actually suited up and booted up. You know what they say, if you look good, you feel good, you do good.
And here we go, the clash between Magnus Carlsen and Praggnanandhaa.
And Magnus starts with white, he opens with the king's pawn, and it's the Sicilian defense. So Praggnanandhaa not playing a solid line here, not showing any fear in the opening. What will Magnus do? Will he take Pragg on a real main line? He brings his knight out. I'm hoping for an open Sicilian here. And okay, it's not an open Sicilian, it's what we call the Rossolimo variation, where white bishop comes out to put some pressure on black's knight. And actually we're more used to seeing Magnus on the black side of this position. Magnus is the world leading expert on this position as black. So Pragg using the world champion's weapons against him. Really interesting start.
Ah, so Praggnanandhaa, he has his second here, his coach actually, Ramesh. And what do you think about their preparation, the openings that Pragg has played so far in the tournament?
His openings have been good, they've suited him. He has been in trouble in a few games towards the end of the opening, towards the middle game, but he's able to kind of work his way through that, just keep fighting, and he's not going for anything too dull, too dry. I think, okay, he's got great understanding, great strategic play in Pragg, but he's happy to kind of fight fire with fire and take those risks, which have paid off so far. So I'm slightly surprised by the opening strategy. Magnus knows everything there is to know about this opening pretty much, but maybe it's a psychological thing, just saying, okay, I know you know this stuff, but let's fight. Praggnanandhaa clearly thinks he can match Magnus in terms of homework.
And Magnus, of course, had that one creative 1f3 happening. Has he played some more creative openings, or has he gone back to the normal after that?
Well, so far that's been a one-off,
Right.
and we haven't seen the likes of that again, but I am looking forward to maybe a potential surprise. I have a suspicion it might happen if Magnus is feeling confident. It's a good attacking device. Okay, we see Magnus blocking a check and offering a trade of queens, and Praggnanandhaa just has to keep on checking.
Okay, White's gone in front of his own pawn again, and now once more you cannot take White's pawn. The pawn next to Black's queen is poisoned. If you take that pawn, White's queen will actually go up to the top of the board and trade off the queens. You really have to be so careful where you put your own queen. Magnus continues to set these traps for his young opponent, and okay, just a kind of waiting move there by Pragg. You guys are right. If those two pawns didn't exist on the right half of the board, if Black's king was down in the bottom right corner, maybe.
This is the best place to have it, in the bottom right corner. I remember trying to defend this ending without those pawns. If the Black king can get out of the way, you can keep checking. But the problem here is, for example, even now, if Black checks the king next to the king, you do this cross thing. Okay, so he's trying to get his king out to a better square. He's still being really resourceful to just stay alive. You certainly should not resign this position, because you've always got a chance of getting a perpetual why resign when you've got any chance at all. That'd be crazy, especially with the time situation.
And meanwhile, the evaluation bar has shot up, so that means White can probably make a new queen by force. I'm expecting White's pawn to push forward here. Magnus just checking that doesn't box in the White king, for example, but it looks fine. You can push your White pawn forward. I don't think Black has sufficient checks available now. Again, you have to be really careful. White's queen can block any potential checks here, and when the White king gets a moment to start running out of kind of way of its own pawn, as we go now, the White pawn will soon promote.
Yeah, and I think the queen was going to hide, the king, sorry, is going to hide itself on the 8th row, on the C8 square.
And it has, it's got to that square, and this is where, yeah, again, I mean, they're going to run out of checks there. You've got one check, the king steps forwards, and you've got this cross check.
The Black queen and king are just somehow not working well together. Like you say, it's in the way.
Plus 61 now for the evaluation bar for White. That means a new queen is coming. Pragg is going to resign any moment.
See
And
it.
there it goes. It's over. The king, Carlsen, using his king to strike first in the battle with Praggnanandhaa. Magnus with the white pieces, winning the first game. Praggnanandhaa, he runs off to start preparing in 10 minutes. Game 2 will start. Praggnanandhaa with